Hey guys, it's Doris, and I have a breaking news video. If you watched my live stream tonight, we talked a little bit about it when the news broke. Unfortunately, Sunny, aka Tamara Cinch, or Psych, is in the news once again. We know that she was arrested in January, is facing charges on 11 counts. Apparently, on March 25th, she was involved in a car crash, which resulted in the death of Julian LaFrancis Lasseter, a 75-year-old man that was driving the Kia that she hit that was stopped at a stop sign. It happened in Ormond Beach. The ongoing police investigation has not come to criminal charges as of yet, but there has been blood drawn from Sitch to determine whether or not she was under the influence at the time of the crash. Basically, the press release states Sunny failed to stop at around 8:28 local time while driving southbound on US 1. She crashed into a Kia that was pushed into a Yukon vehicle. LaFrancis, or I'm sorry, Lasseter was driving the Kia. He is a 75-year-old man that was pronounced dead at the hospital where he was taken to. Sonny was also transported to the hospital but was released. The Yukon driver and passenger also suffered some injuries but were not hospitalized due to these injuries. As we know, Sonny was arrested in January for a domestic dispute. She was also arrested, I believe, in February for something else. In July of 2020, she was arrested for eluding a police officer, contempt violation of a domestic restraining order, and operating a vehicle during a suspended license. She was sent to prison at that time, but was released in June of 2021. And when she was interviewed after she was released, she stated they make it out a lot worse than it is on TV. It's really not that bad. It's doable if you can make it through. You don't even have to wake up if you don't want to. I'm a diabetic, so they would come to my door and wake me up at 4:30 every morning to do a sugar check and give me insulin. It's a medical thing, so you have to do it. Then I would go back to sleep a couple of hours later, and usually around 8 o'clock in the morning, they would pop your door and you go out and watch TV. That is the statement she made, explaining her prison time. If you know Sunny's history from 95 to 98, she worked in WWE. She is considered one of the first divas in the company. She was a manager. She managed various stars as including the Body Donnas, Farouk Assad, and Legion of Doom, 2000. She also spent time in ECW and WCW before joining the independent circuit. She was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2011, and since then, she has had multiple arrests. She's battled addiction her entire wrestling career and was released from multiple top promotions because of it. Her life over the past decade has consisted of one run in with the law after another. Dozens of arrests have led to multiple stints in prison and rehab since 2012. She's currently facing up to 11 years in prison for the weapons possession charge and terroristic threats in New Jersey. It's been ongoing since 2012, like I said. It's been everything from disorderly conduct, burglary, violating protection orders. That was in 2013. From 2012 to 2013, she was arrested 6 times. She served 114 days in a Connecticut jail. Um, May and June of 2015, she was arrested in Pennsylvania 3 times for driving under the influence. She pled guilty to all 3 charges. Um, in 2016, she spent 90 days in jail, but he counted her 90 days in rehab as time served. She was charged with violating her parole that September and remained in jail until February 2017. While on probation, she was arrested in 2018 for 2 DUIs, one on January 23rd, one on February 2nd. She was also charged with fleeing the scene of an accident in relation to the February 2nd arrest after failing to appear in court for either case. She was arrested on February 27th, 2018 for 2 fugitive from justice charges and 6 counts of contempt of court and was placed in the Maynooth County Correctional Institution. While she was being processed, it was discovered that she was a fugitive from justice due to her parole in Pennsylvania having been revoked in August of 2017. She was subsequently extradited to Pennsylvania on March 23rd and remained at the Carbon County Correctional Facility until she was paroled in October of 2018. A bench warrant was issued in Pennsylvania on February 15th, 2019. The probation department filed a motion to revoke her parole from 2018. She was arrested in Seaside Heights, New Jersey for a DUI and other driving offenses and subsequently released into the custody of the Holmdel Police Department after it was discovered that she had an outstanding warrant. She was charged with contempt of court on both warrants. On March 20th, she was extradited back to Carbon County Correctional Facility to address her Pennsylvania charges. After over a year in prison, she was released February 2020. She was arrested again July 2020 for allegedly eluding a police officer, contempt, violation of a domestic violence restraining order, and operating a motor vehicle during a suspended license. She was held again at the Maynooth County Correctional Center, was released June 9th of 2021 due to a court order. She was arrested again January 13th of this year in New Jersey for unlawfully possessing a weapon, making terroristic threats. She was booked at the Maynooth County Correctional Institution, but was released the following day after being ordered to check in weekly with the court. The charges stem from an incident in which she allegedly threatened to murder an intimate partner with a pair of scissors. If convicted, she faces 11 years in prison. She was arrested again a month later in Keansburg and was charged with 11 driving offenses, including DUI. So we're still waiting for those blood results, waiting to see if she is indeed going to be charged for this crash. I believe ultimately she's going to face charges no matter what. If they can prove she was driving recklessly, she could be charged with vehicle homicide, especially if she was out on probation, which it sounds like she was if she had to check into court weekly. So a lot of that is going to end up with more charges. So I believe this means she's going to be facing some serious jail time. It It upsets me a little bit that it had to come to this, but I believe that was a statement I made at the end of February when I reported her 2 arrests from January and February, that it will probably end up her killing someone before they actually make her serve serious jail time. My thoughts go out to the Lasseter family. We can hope that Tammy gets the help that she needs and that they end up making her face the consequences of her decisions. All right, guys. So I will keep my eyes open for any news that pops up about this. And I hope you guys have a great night. All right. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. And I will talk to you later. Bye.